Are the men from the ministry here?
They are.
At last.
They got lost, apparently. They're just parking up. One of them's a woman.
Oh, yeah. So she is. A girl by the look of her. She can't be older than...
Than me. Look, Jeff, you are going to be civil, aren't you?
When am I not, Sally?
Things are looking up.
Pardon?
Sally Ogden. She's not bad. No sign of anyone else here. She must get very lonely living up here with just her dad for company.
Whatever.
Are you okay?
Hay fever.
Don't you have tablets?
Yes, and I've taken them. They don't seem to do any...
Hello there. Let's get on with this.
Mr. Ogden, I'm Martin Harris, this is Eve.
Oh, sorry, hay fever. Better not shake your hand.
Are you sure you're in the right line of work, miss?
Don't be so rude.
I'm just saying, Sal, that the last thing this lass needs if she's hanging around fields all day is hay fever. You haven't been in this job very long, have you, love?
2 years. And before that, 2 more summers working on a placement back at university. I'm qualified, Mr. Ogden, if that's what you're worried about.
Oh, I'm sure you've got a bit of paper.
Is he always this grumpy?
Most of the time. Being a hill farmer isn't an easy life these days.
Well, we're here to help.
He doesn't see it that way. There aren't many farmers that welcome an inspection from the ministry.
He called us.
He's following MAF regulations, but he's scared of what you'll do. We never had a BSE scare here, but we know people who did, and it affected us all. Depending what you decide, we could lose a lot of money today.
I understand, and I promise we'll do what we can. Anyway, a bit of old weed never closed down anyone's farm.
Here we are.
This is it.
You want more?
It's bad, isn't it?
It's worse again this morning. I spent most of yesterday clearing this field, but it's just as bad.
It's a vine of some sort. I've never seen weeds like it. Have you?
If I had, love, I wouldn't have called the ministry in. It's not letting anything else grow. Look, there.
It looks like it's smothering the wheat.
It looks like it's strangling it.
Plants are like animals. They compete for available resources. It's common to find plants growing to block other plants' sunlight. Martin?
I don't recognise it. I'll log on and search the database.
All very high-tech.
Latest laptop with integral modem and cell phone. Just a couple more seconds and... Oh.
Isn't your little toy working?
No. I don't know why, but...
Mobile phones don't work on this side of the hill. You'll need to get back up to the farmhouse.
Oh.
When you're finished playing around, is there any chance of some help?
I've bagged some samples. Martin, we'll check the net later. Mr. Ogden, is the spread of the weed confined to this field?
So far it is.
And how long has it been around?
I first noticed it a week ago. I wasn't looking out for it, so it could have been longer. But it must have spread.
What do you think, Eve?
It's not native to the British Isles. I don't think it's European. There's no way we'd be able to overlook any plant that spread this fast.
So where's it come from?
It only needed to have been a few seeds or spores. Have you been abroad recently?
No.
Well, one of your visitors could have been, or the seeds could have been in some equipment or supplies.
Well, it doesn't have to have been that. I mean, if the spores were light enough, they could have been blown here.
From outside Europe?
Oh, yeah. I mean, sand from the Sahara can get caught up in a weather system and fall on England, so I don't see why some African seeds couldn't.
Could it be, I don't know, genetically modified?
It's not a GM crop, obviously. It might be some mutant strain of weed.
No. You can get new strains where a GM crop and an existing plant cross-fertilise, but they're all sterile.
So far.
And the Ministry of Agriculture has rigorous safeguards in place. There's a virtual moratorium on GM research these days.
Martin's just bitter. He was offered a nice job with a GM company, but it fell through when the regs changed.
So we're your second choice.
I'm happy where I am.
It's easy enough to test for GM material once we get this back to the lab. It's spreading fast, isn't it? It's almost as though you can see it growing.
Oh, you're imagining things.
Whatever it's doing, it's not letting anything else grow in the soil.
Right, I'll take a few more specimens, and Martin, you take some photos.
Sally, we're going to find a B&B tonight.
Oh, there's a good one on the main street. If you want to eat out, you'll need to drive 5 miles to Honnelthorpe. A couple of the local pubs do good food.
I was wondering if you'd like to come along and show me.
Oh, were you now?
Well, I thought you might like a night off. Don't worry, Mr. Ogden. My intentions are honourable. Your daughter is safe with me.
Ha!
A couple of things, Martin. One, I'm afraid I've got something planned for tonight. And two, I'm not his daughter. I'm his wife.
But I thought...
It's not too difficult to work out.